Since the hospital bombing that's taken place, it's become a huge escalation as well. Remember, Palestinian authorities are saying that hundreds of people lost their life because of that. And while Israel immediately has come out and countered it to say this was, as it appeared, misfiring by the Islamic Jihad rockets, is what Israel has said. Now, another video has emerged of 7th October, and it shows a moment when Hamas terrorists began to attack. Look at that visual on your screen. Remember, over 12 days later, these visuals slowly, steadily are emerging even now. Terrorists are seen with guns, packed in cars. These are residential neighborhoods early in the morning. Many of them asleep, waking up, and just living in their home. Lebanon, meanwhile, continues to be the front that is still on fire. Tensions have escalated between Israeli military and Hezbollah in Lebanon, which is known to be backed by Iran. This video shows the smoke and fire that lit up in the sky over the Israel-Lebanon border and clearly reflective of what's been happening. Israel has meanwhile set new conditions on aid. Israeli Prime Minister issued a statement. I read it here. First, he has said no humanitarian aid to the Gaza until hostages are returned. Hostages means not just civilians, but other nationalities too, women, men, children, and elderly. Second, he has said Israel demands Red Cross or medical visits to the captives, to the Israeli captives, and wants international support for that demand. And third, Egypt-Gaza border will open for humanitarian aid and will ensure that humanitarian supplies will not reach Hamas.
My message to any state or any other hostile actor thinking about attacking Israel remains the same as it was a week ago. Don't. Since this terrorist attack took place, we've seen it described as Israel's 9/11. Well, for a nation the size of Israel, it was like 15 9/11s. The scale may be different, but I'm sure those horrors have tapped into some kind of primal feeling in Israel, just like it did and felt in the United States. Shock, pain, rage, an all-consuming rage. I understand, and many Americans understand. You can't look at what has happened here to your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, sons, daughters, children, even babies, and not scream out for justice. Justice must be done.
So if there's a humanitarian crisis that's brewing now in Gaza, what's happening in Israel, specifically in Tel Aviv? Even in Tel Aviv, the capital, there are air sirens that are constantly blaring. This is regarding an ongoing Israel-Hamas offensive. This is a dispatch from Ground Zero by India today of what happens even through the night when there are sirens that are blaring.
Everybody is rushing towards. And there's just been a bomb alert, rocket alert here in Tel Aviv. A rocket just came very close to where we are, but this is the land's end of Tel Aviv, an area which is very close to the sea coast. This is quite like the Marine Drive in Mumbai, where I am right now, and a rocket apparently fell in the sea, or at least shrapnel fell in the sea right now. And people are rushing to safety. You see those lights flashing there? Those are the emergency lights that are being, that's the emergency lights of the police post close by. There was a senior citizen who was close to the beach. He is now rushing to a bomb shelter. Vehicles are parked. This vehicle, just notice how this vehicle is just precariously parked, with people having rushed to the bomb shelter. The situation is quite tense. So US President Joe Biden has left Tel Aviv, and moments after he left, the first bomb alert, and now this is the second bomb alert. The sirens rang out, and the situation does appear very, very tense. Look at the beach across, completely desolate. Not a soul in sight at the beach. Of course, a couple of joggers here, but those joggers are also rushing to safety. Gaurav Sawant in Tel Aviv for India Today.